Seconds. I think even when they put a second back on, the defense goes out there and makes another guy play. Kind of a tough spot to like think you win and then the defense steps up again.
Yeah, it is, and our kids took so much, and really we've challenged our kids about responding, to a setback or some adversity, and for the most part we did a pretty good job with it tonight. That was one that'll, I'll remember for a long time, going to, to be able to stop those guys 2 times in a row right there, at the 10-yard line. And some really great plays by our guys. And I'll say this, I'm really proud of our kids. We didn't, winning at this level is hard. Coming down here to win is hard. You've had 2 teams that have a great tradition against each other, a great rivalry. We didn't win pretty, and that's not what it's about. It's just about winning. We really challenged our kids to really sell out. Come down here and give them themselves. And we didn't want them to come here to try to win. We wanted to come down here to win. That was kind of our message all week. And if you didn't believe, don't even get on the bus. We'll take 30 and go down here and fight and win. But I'm just really proud of our kids, how they fought to the bitter end. I mean, there was not one guy that didn't lay it on the line. And, we can win a lot of football games if we play with that kind of effort. For the most part, our execution was really good. We did have a couple busts there in the second half. We were on the field a lot in the second half. Our kids got a little tired. But at the same time, I'm just just really proud of them, for how they hung in there and competed. And particularly when, a lot of people didn't have a lot of nice things to say about them. And I told the kids this week, the bottom line is, the people we need to please is those guys in that locker room right there. And that's the most important thing. And that's what, we can focus on what we can control. And let's go be the best football player we can be, the best teammate we can be. And if we do those things, it'll take care of itself. And so I know I rambled right there, but kind of knock a bunch of stuff out and a lot of your questions out of there.
It seems like 2 weeks ago, but you guys had 5 turnovers in the first half. How big were those plays, especially with a rookie quarterback for you guys coming in to control things?
Yeah, I really felt like the Williams kid. We made a point of that last night, and that he hadn't turned the ball over. He really was lucky a couple times, in a couple games, and I felt like he was accurate, but I didn't really question his arm strength. And and other than that run that popped right there, we were in great shape. But they really couldn't run it and didn't really try to run it really after early on, particularly when we got ahead. But I felt like we could break on his ball, and we played a lot more man-free tonight than we've done in the last few weeks. I wasn't really concerned about the zone read and the quarterback running with him. I did feel like the Perry kid, he created some plays. We talked about that at halftime, that we needed to make sure we kept him in the pocket and not run by the quarterback there. But both of them at a certain point played for us, and that was obviously big in the game. I mean, when we turned 5 turnovers, I don't know how many points we got out of that. That was huge in the outcome of the game. I was disappointed in the Hail Mary play before. I kind of kicked myself in the tail. You get in that deal, you drop or you pressure it. You even get a chance to pressure it. I was concerned about certain pressures and not having enough people deep if we didn't get the quarterback on the ground or make him move, or if he got, was able to get clean and make a throw. I just didn't feel like maybe we'd have enough people down the field to defend it. And they just made a good play, and we practiced that play. It's hard to practice that play because you don't want a bunch of bodies down there and guys falling over each other and rolling an ankle or doing something, hurting themselves. But we'll go back and look at that again. We usually go back on Sundays and work on some of the plays that we need to execute a little better, and that'll be one of them. We'll get a chance to do that. But again, just proud of our kids.
Tisdale threw up on the field at one point.
Did he?
So,
Yeah.
You mentioned you wanted
He told me he did.
more playing time, but I mean,
Well,
he made a difference and gets the game, knocks the game winning pass down.
Yeah, and I'll say this: it has nothing to do with Dax Hollifield. It has everything. They got in the passing game. Allen's a little more athletic guy in space. He's a little different space player than Dax. Dax played a little bit at Mike tonight, a couple snaps. those are my 3 best linebackers right now. Allen's earned the right to play. Not that I'm disappointed in Dax, but Allen, in certain situations, like we get into our 30 package, he's been going in that just because of his ability to cover a little bit better. It got into a passing game a little bit more, made it more of a space game, and really that's kind of more the reason why I played Allen as much as anything. But I know he was around the football and made some plays, made a couple nice plays in space. Obviously had a big time knockdown there at the end of the game. But I really like his body of work and where he's going as a football player. I like my whole group, my unit in particular, linebackers. I've got a good group. They're team first guys. I know Dax will be disappointed, but he'll be happy because of that we won the game. I mean, everybody wants to play. We'll talk and I'll tell him what my thoughts were. But he'll come back and be a team first guy. Yeah, we're going to do that. We with Keyshawn Artis, where he's redshirting. Hopefully we don't have an injury where we pull him out. But Dylan Rivers, we moved him there. He's quite not ready yet. Probably all the way around. And Dax is a guy that has a tremendous football IQ. Has worked it this summer. And until Dylan catches up, we'll get a 3-man rotation, which I've done that before. Dax is a guy that can do that. Probably he's more suited to be a Mike anyway. But we've got a pretty good Mike right now, and in number 23 as well. So, like I said, I've got 3 really good linebackers that I like or that can win. We can, we got other guys too, but these guys I think are special football players and have some special skill sets that we can do a lot of good things with those guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all.
Our time